as promised, we have this psychic deck. Maybe I'm going to try to lean this up just a little bit, like it'll help. And all right, so we're in the psychic deck now. This is the second range of artworks. Okay, so you might notice a small dip in quality, except it goes like a little bit down, but then kind of like skyrockets through. Like, have you ever seen that movie 22 Jump Street, and he's like fisting the air? That's all right. So look, we have your psychic energies, which basically just like the water ones, purple background. Uh, uh, if I were to make it any better, the tops would have like a little E or something. Maybe the E would be in the color of the energy, you know. Like, I'm just saying, just a little clever things that I could have done had I not started with the energies. You think, well, they're energies. They got to be the easiest ones. I mean, it's literally just the fact that it's an energy and which one it is. And the fact that you have to do it 12 times over. If I could have just designed one and copied it over, that would have been nice. But I don't have that luxury. One, and two, if I'd done that, I would have just printed out the actual cards. Yep. Item finder, looking very similar to last time. The recycle, I don't know if you noticed, with the notation of a trainer icon, is in green like it should be. Unlike the energies. Oh, all right. All right. Look, hear me out, okay? Bill has looked better. All right. The other cards clearly they had a little more love. A little bit. A little bit. Okay. Bill. Bill. A nerdy Bill. And a less nerdy, but not such a weird mouth Bill. Like, ah, I should have just drawn the wall like for every time. All right, look, it gets better. I promise. Just like I need for Professor Oaks, and I don't want to draw him every time. It just gets grating. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what Professor Oak is all about. All right, you didn't got to stick around for too long. But here we go. Now we're into the energy. Okay, well we're almost there. Energy search again. Right, 3 energies of various. There's a mess up here. Actually, you'll notice. So these two, side by side, one's yellow, one's a little more brownish, right? Yellow, brownish. That was supposed to be a fighting symbol, and I was just like, whatever. Well, I'm not going to remake the whole thing just for that, I'll tell you that. Uh-oh. I'm putting cards in wrong, weird piles. I feel like I had 4 copies of this. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we have energy removal. They have black holes again. And it's just the same 3. However, I also thought, now what if instead of just a black hole, it was a vacuum? Like a Kirby vacuum. And then I thought, what if it was just Kirby? Energy removal. Oh, I love it. That's one of my favorites, honestly. Computer search. Oh my gosh. Hey. Computer search. Now this one is not as good. I do like I did the screen way better on the other one for sure. The other set of 2. But it's computer search. Trade 2 cards for 1 in your deck. Oh, all right. This guy should have had a Pokemon, and he didn't. The other guy got it, I guess. I mean, that's what happens when you trade your Pokemon. You just don't have them anymore. Okay? So again, concessions. Plus power. 4 more Peni. And I've noticed none of them have the little sparky thing, little outlined. Oh, And so I've noticed on the original card that I think it has the word plus power written on it. I think that's what's written there. I don't actually know. Okay. However, I wrote Tesla because people love hating on Elon Musk. Or they love Elon Musk. You either love Elon Musk or you love to hate him. It's definitely one of the two. And there's never like a common ground. It's really weird. Pokemon Breeder. This is the one that I actually put the skip one in parenthesis. And so, when I looked at the artwork, I'll try to put it up if I can. And it looked like he had like some tool, farming tool. I guess maybe it was like a hoe or something. And I gave him what was supposed to be a farming pitchfork. And this just more like a smorgasbord pitchfork. Then we have my two absolute favorites. I'm genuinely proud of these. Gust of Wind. This line isn't supposed to be here. Just ignore this line. It's supposed to be like this one. So the little grass blade here, Weedle, is holding on for dear life with his mouth. Because of the gust of wind. I just thought it was cute. All right, look. Scoop up. He's like, oh, what are you doing? Whoa, hey. Right? Scoop up. Also not too happy. Scoop up. Scoop up? I love it. It's my favorite. It's Scoop Up. He has a little, like, they have, oh no, exclamation point, right? Question mark. All right, quit Scoop Up. Are you sure? It's my favorite. All right, now into the actual Pokemon. Just like before, I run a lot of trainers. Is that healthy? Probably not. Maybe I run through my deck too fast. Look, Ghastly. And I started trying to mess around with his gas ghost. Ghost gas? Ghost gas. And then like he was running away. Like he's looking he's looking around. He's a little uneasy. At first he's just a chill guy, but he's like, hang on, what's going on here? I don't know about this place. And he's just kind of like I never added levels. I never decided to put levels, anything that was relevant. HP, the type it is, the type you attack with, what the attacks do, if anything. Recycle up to 2 energy from discard pile to hand, and it does 10 damage to itself. Concise. And then, you have retreat cost, your weaknesses, and your resistances. So there's Ghastly, obviously. Kind of like Wartortle, but I thought it's not the main draw of the deck. So maybe just one. Just the one Haunter. And he's sad because there's only one Haunter. And I pretty much always go for Pokemon Breeder to just put Gengar straight on a Ghastly. So he's sad. But he's got, Pokemon Power's Transparency. If he's being attacked, you flip a coin. And if it's heads, you don't receive any damage or effects of damage. Or effects of the attack. It's great. Nightmare, 10 damage. Opponent is now asleep. No retreat cost, no weaknesses, and he resists fighting. Like all of the imperative knowledge, can you cut it out? All of the imperative knowledge you need. Gengar. Like this one definitely looks a little better, a little more Gengar-y. I'm going to cut his feet off. Okay. So this one's a little happier because he has feet. They got their Pokemon power of Curse, which is 1 point, once per turn, you can move 10 points of damage among your opponent's Pokemon, which is like great, I think at one point I ran 3, and in another deck I run 4, because the whole point is to just get as many Gengar out, do the attack, and then just move the damage around. Because at that point, like moving 10, it is pretty useful. It's why he's in here. But I mean, it's only 10. That's why it's pretty good if you can get 2 out. But like if you're doing more than that, you're basically already winning anyway. All right. So the whole deck is about. I know this is a weird time to get into what the deck's about, but so the whole deck is about scooping up this one legendary card called Zapdos, and we'll get to him. And then, because you can only get 2 of them in the game without trading, and the 3DS doesn't have the trading feature, and I don't have anyone to trade with anyways. So now, I built a deck with, thank you, 2 Zapdos that I have available, and the backup is a Mewtwo. So we have Mewtwo. We have 4 copies. I'm going to show these like this. Okay, this is the promo Mewtwo with energy absorption, so you can go Cyburn as soon as turn 2. So the idea is to Zapdos your opponents whatever they throw out first. Hopefully it's not a lot, and then come in and attack with Mewtwo by the second turn. Or a Ghastly. Or you know what? You can lick him with a Ghastly and a plus power. I'm just saying there's options. But the whole point was do the Zapdos thing if you can, and if not, just fall back on Mewtwo. And so there's the basic artworks, and then we have the upgraded artwork, if you will. That is like one of the scenes from the movie. I think he's looking at Mew, I'm pretty sure. And then he's mad because he's just like, Mew's just screwing around. Then we have this Mewtwo, which it might be really hard to show. But these guys have purple eyes. Same like the other guy. And then this one has red eyes. He also has 2 attacks, which I'm sure you could tell that. But I don't know. I just trying to spice it up from this guy, because he didn't look too good. He started off really great. I forget which one started first. It started off great, and then I mean you can see. You might have eyes. If you're blind, I'm sorry. Oh jeez. Zapdos! Alright, so look. It's a basic Pokemon. It's one of the few that I actually gave a background to. Okay. And so the idea here, Peal of Thunder, is it enters the battlefield and deals 30 damage to a rando. And the way it's worded on the card in the game, it deals it out to someone who's not him. But it just means itself. And so it doesn't mean like it won't hit another Zapdos, because it will. And how it does in the game, I'm sure it just runs an algorithm or something. Rolls a dice, who knows? That's what I do. So I'll count from Zapdos, wherever he is. And if I have to, Pokemon doesn't care this much about card placement as Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'll just, rearrange the cards, put Zapdos, whoever's using it, and it'll go 1, 2, 3 down to the opponent. If there's more, you could have as many as like 12 Pokemon to count. You just use a 12-sided dice. If you're only counting 4 Pokemon, just use a 3-sided dice, or a 4-sided dice. Just whatever amount you're doing, just use the closest one without going over. Because if you go over and you roll something over, you got to roll again. But anyways, it is a little tedious to do, but the whole point, I have become obsessed. I can save that for, hang on. Yeah, I can just save that for the next part. I can just use that direct segue.